take you to places you've never been. He'll give you a new life, and he'll be your friend. Jesus is the one. Jesus. Please don't reject him. Let him in your heart. When you accept him, you'll make a new start. Jesus is the one. Jesus is the one. Jesus is the one. Jesus is the one. Jesus is with me all of the day. Jesus is with me. That's all I can say. Jesus is the one. Jesus is the one. He comforts me in trouble. He taught me how to love. You ask me where this comes from. It's from the Lord above. Jesus is the one. Jesus is the one. Jesus will take you to places you've never been. He'll give you a new life, and he'll be your friend. Jesus is the one. Jesus is the one.
just feel as we get into a time of worship this evening, I want to take you to Psalm 18 and want to read a few verses there before we start. It says there, I love you, Lord, my strength. The Lord is my rock, my fortress, and my deliverer. My God is my rock, in whom I take refuge, my shield and the horn of my salvation, my stronghold. I called to the Lord, who is worthy of praise, and I have been saved from my enemies. The cords of death entangled me, the torrents of destruction overwhelmed me. The cords of the grave coiled around me, the snares of death confronted me. In my distress I called to the Lord, I cried to my God for help. From his temple he heard my voice. My cry came before him into his ears. The earth trembled and quaked, and the foundations of the mountains shook. They trembled because he was angry. Smoke rose from his nostrils. Consuming fire came from his mouth. Burning coals blazed out of it. He parted the heavens and came down. Dark clouds were under his feet. He mounted the cherubim and flew. He soared on the wings of the wind. He made darkness his covering, his canopy around him, the dark rain clouds of the sky. Out of the brightness of his presence, clouds advanced with hailstones and bolts of lightning. The Lord thundered from heaven. The voice of the Most High resounded. He shot his arrows and scattered the enemy. With great bolts of lightning he routed them. The valleys of the sea were exposed, and the foundations of the earth laid bare at your rebuke, Lord, at the blast of the breath from your nostrils. He reached down from on high and took hold of me. He drew me out of deep waters. He rescued me from my powerful enemy, from my foes, who were too strong for me. They confronted me in the day of my disaster, but the Lord was my support. He brought me out into a spacious place. He rescued me because he delighted in me. I just want to encourage you. I don't know what you're going through in this time, but I want to encourage you, just let worship rise to God this evening as we just spend a bit of time with God and with him, and I pray that as you worship, you will just sense him just coming down and picking you up and delivering you out of whatever the enemy is. Maybe it's something you're going through, maybe it's something physical, maybe it's something emotional, maybe it's something spiritual, but allow God just to come and lift you up out of that as we worship. A light of the world, you step down into darkness. Open my eyes, let me see a beauty that made this heart adore you. Hope of a life spent with you. So here I am to worship, here I am to bow down, here I am to say that you're my God. You're altogether lovely, altogether worthy, altogether wonderful to me. King of all days, oh so highly exalted, glorious in heaven above. Humbly you came to the earth you created, all full of sake became poor. So here I am to worship, here I am to bow down, here I am to say that you're my God. You're altogether lovely, altogether worthy, altogether wonderful to me. So here I am to worship, here I am to bow down, here I am to say that you're my God. You're altogether lovely, sin upon that cross, and I'll never know how much it cost to see my sin upon that cross, and I'll never know how much it cost to see my sin upon that cross, and I'll never know how much it cost to see my sin upon that cross. Call upon the name of the Lord and be saved. Call upon the name of the Lord and be saved. We call upon your name, oh Jesus. Call upon the name of the Lord and be saved. Call upon the name of the Lord and be saved. Jesus, oh, we call upon the name of the Lord and be saved. Call upon the name of the Lord and be saved. So here I am to worship, here I am to bow down, here I am to say that you're my God. You're altogether lovely, altogether worthy, altogether wonderful to me. Let the song arise. Let worship be our weapon. Let the song arise. Let worship be our weapon. Let the song arise. Let worship be our weapon. Let the song arise. Let worship be our weapon. Let the song arise. Let the song arise from deep in our hearts. Let the song arise. Let the song arise. Let the sound arise. Let the sound arise. Let the sound arise. The sound of worship. Let the sound arise. Let the song arise. From my soul let worship arise. Oh, awake my soul and worship your God. Awake my soul and worship. Awake my soul and worship your God. Awake my soul and worship. 'Cause the enemy has been defeated and death couldn't hold you down. We're gonna lift our voice in victory. We're gonna make your praises loud. 'Cause the enemy has been defeated and death couldn't hold you down. We're gonna lift our voice in victory. We're gonna make your praises loud. Shout to God with a voice of triumph. Shout to God with a voice of praise. Shout to God with a voice of triumph. We lift your name up, we lift your name up. Shout to God with a voice of triumph. Shout to God with a voice of praise. Shout to God with a voice of triumph. We lift your name up, we lift your name up. The enemy has been defeated and death couldn't hold you down. We lift our voice in victory. We're gonna make your praises loud. 'Cause the enemy has been defeated and death couldn't hold you down. We're gonna lift our voice in victory. We're gonna make your praises loud. Shout to God with a voice of triumph. Shout to God with a voice of praise. Shout to God with a voice of triumph. We lift your name up, we lift your name up. Shout to God with a voice of triumph. Shout to God with a voice of praise. Shout to God with a voice of triumph. We lift your name up, we lift your name up. Lord, I ask for every person that's watching this right now, Lord, that they will experience just in their hearts and in their souls and in their spirits, Lord, just a lifting, God, as you come and lift us up, Lord, as we worship, God. As we worship, God, your presence fills the room where we are in, Lord. And you come, Lord, and you bring deliverance, God. You bring victory, you bring healing, you bring everything, God, that we need. You bring it, Lord, you bring it. So right now, God, I ask that you will just break through, Father, even as we read in Psalm 18, Lord, just how great you are, how awesome you are, how powerful you are, Lord. Lord, and you come down into our midst. And you come down even into our mess. And you lift us up, Lord. Lord, the enemy hasn't got a hold on us anymore. This is how we fight our battles. 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 Look like I'm surrounded, but I'm surrounded by you. It may look like I'm surrounded, but I'm surrounded by you. It may look like I'm surrounded, but I'm surrounded by you. It may look like I'm surrounded, but I'm surrounded is how I fight my battles. This 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 is how I fight my battles. It may look like I'm surrounded, but I'm surrounded by you. It may look like I'm surrounded, but I'm surrounded by you. It may look like I'm surrounded, but I'm surrounded by you. It may look like I'm surrounded, but I'm surrounded by you. I'm surrounded by your glory, by your presence, all around me and within me. Here you are. May look like I'm surrounded, but I'm surrounded by you. Oh, so I will not fear, I will not be anxious, because you are here with me. I'm surrounded, but I'm surrounded by you. It may look like I'm surrounded, but I'm surrounded by you. It may look like I'm surrounded, but I'm surrounded by you. It may look like I'm surrounded, but I'm surrounded by you. I'm no longer a slave to fear. I am a child of God, and I'm no longer a slave to fear. I am a child of God, and I'm no longer a slave to fear. I am a child of God, and I'm no longer a slave to fear. I am a child of God. Jesus at the center of it all. Jesus at the center of it all. From beginning to the end, it was always be, it's always been you, Jesus. Jesus, and nothing else matters. Nothing in this world will do. 'Cause Jesus, you're the center. Everything revolves around you. Jesus, you. Jesus, be the center of my life. And Jesus, be the center of my life. From beginning to the end, it will always be, it's always been you, Jesus. And Jesus, nothing else matters. Nothing in this world will do. 'Cause Jesus, you're the center. revolves around you, Jesus, you. From my heart to the heavens, Jesus be the center. It's all about you, yes, it's all about you. From my heart to the heavens, Jesus be the center. It's all about you, yes, it's all about you. From my heart to the heavens, Jesus be the center. It's all about you, yes, it's all about you. From my heart to the heavens, Jesus be the center. It's all about you, yes, it's all about you. Jesus be the center of your church. Jesus be the center of your church. And every knee will bow, and every tongue shall confess you, Jesus. Jesus, 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 Jesus. From my heart to the heavens, Jesus be the center. It's all about you, yes, it's all about you. From my heart to the heavens, Jesus be the center. It's all about you, yes, it's all about you. From my heart to the heavens, Jesus be the center. It's all about you, yes, it's all about you. It's all about you, yes, it's all about you. Yes, God, I ask that through all what we're going through, that we'll just keep our eyes on you. That we'll keep you at the center of everything, God. Keep you at the center of our minds, of our hearts, of our lives, of our circumstances. You are everything to us, Lord, and truly it's all about you. So I ask, Lord, that truly that right now we would just experience your presence. And we would realize, Lord, that it's your presence that goes with us wherever we go, whatever we do. We thank you for who you are. We thank you for the peace that comes. We thank you for the victory and the freedom that comes in your presence. In the name of Jesus.